Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Pittsburgh's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. He's got him. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
And back to the air on second down. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Just keeps moving.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick. and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Gill. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Williams. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. And great job in the base defense making a play.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. If this offense can't capitalize on this field position, they are going to be kicking themselves all the way to the sideline. Sneaks it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Pitt will have to put this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quick shuffle pass. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Going with the counter play here. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Reed. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Coming out with it, it's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Third down.
Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on second down. Finds his big... the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He breaks a tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Cook. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Moving away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Escapes the pressure going right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ross Simmons. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To the air, it's Holstein. Bears the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Punt is on its way. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant to go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
With the catch, it's Johnson. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Pitt! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting down there.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. grab behind the line. It's Willis. Open space at the 25. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And that is just about a perfect play as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He could almost smell the red zone from where he made that fair catch, but it is tremendous field position for this offense. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming on. Absolutely center cut. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And first down for the offense. That's the end of
We reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled.
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Rides the back on the option to give. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The short hands, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 18 over Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Syracuse.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Gill. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Nixon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers...
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ross Simmons. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Defense in press coverage. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They booted away on 4th down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. All knotted up in just a little bit of time left in regulation. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Got a man. It's Willis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Orange. And with that, they move out front here on the 4th. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up